Hi, I'm Denice Gierach of the Gierach Law Firm. We have an outsourced general counsel program for manufacturing clients. And what we do is provide a service to this company, or each company, as if we have an office right next door to the CEO and owner. We want to be that integral to your growth and expansion and try to remedy things before they become major blazes. Well, one of the things that I've spoken with clients about, and we do in every business, is we run a risk analysis. And so you think that you know what all those risks are, but who's really minding the store if you don't have somebody in-house who's doing that? So let's take some different examples, and this is taken from some of our risk analysis tools that allow us to determine what issues there may be that are present. So for instance, have you maintained your business status in all states in which you have an office or a business? And if so, who manages that risk? Have you been filing tax returns in the states you're supposed to? Have you maintained your corporate minute book, including all the items your CPA or your CFO, if that's the one who's handling your tax returns, would like to have in your book in the event of an audit? Have you maintained your shareholder or operating agreements for your business, including updating with your insurance needs as your business grows? So who's doing that now? Is it a combination of different people within your firm or outside of your company? This is part of what we do in terms of our risk analysis. So let's look at a different topic, IT. Do you always seem to have IT and issues surrounding ransomware threats? Have you looked at and looked to see if you have adequate insurance policies and data protection policies so that certain items cannot be copied, your forensic data cannot be destroyed? Do you conduct in-house training on cyber threats to your team? This is a big item I find for people because as you will see in other videos I've done, there have been people who have lost and had to pay a $600,000 ransom request in addition to paying attorneys who are specialists in negotiating with these different people, the hackers, who are off-site and have now encrypted all of your data. So let's look at insurance now. Like, when is the last time you've done a thorough review of your insurance? Do you have adequate limits? Are you covered for general liability, for directors and officers? For cyber risk, big thing. Business interruption, which we spend too little time in looking at. Environmental, if you have these issues in your company, if you're a manufacturer, you probably do. And workers' comp. So what are the issues you currently seem to have that are impacting your current insurance level? Do you have a great broker that is filling you in on all of the things that you need to know so that you do have adequate insurance coverage? So another issue is trade secrets. You know, most manufacturing clients have these. And so the question that I have for you is, what has your team done to secure those, to make sure that those trade secrets are actually secrets? Because if they aren't, the court is not going to give you any protection whatsoever. So this may be involving documents where you have your main team, your sales team in particular, your development team, sign different NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, agree that whatever they invent is going to be covered by proper patents and insurance. So what is it that you haven't done surrounding trade secrets? This is like the heart of your business. So you really need to be looking at this. When you look at intellectual property, we're looking at what patents, copyrights, or trademarks does your company own or use? Have there been any specific infringements on it? Has your company infringed on anyone else's specific intellectual property? Do you have agreements signed by the team who invent the products that anything they develop is going to belong to you? So when we look at employee area, which is a big thing for clients, do you have something, an employee handbook? When was the last time you updated it? What are the policies? Let's look at social media. What are the policies for the use of social media, both inside and outside of your office? This is a big issue. Many companies are looking at how can they possibly regulate even political expression between their people outside of the office. There are so many social media platforms that they can access, and so when they come to the office, they're fighting with each other. So how do you keep politics out of the office so that people can work together as a great team? Are all of your managers covered by an agreement? Do you have non-competes and non-solicitation clauses for your management and your sales team? What are the issues that you have if you're a union shop, many of you are, that are necessary to look at this point? Do you have a large temporary or contract workforce? Many of you do, because it has been so hard to find great people in the past. So in the area of contracts, what open contracts do you have? Has anybody read them? What are the issues that are there? What strategic partnerships does your company have with other companies? Are those agreements complete? Do they need to be looked at again? And then here's one that most people don't think of, like who is managing your firefighter attorneys? This is an area that, a lot of people who are not attorneys would not know how to properly manage. So you want to know that they're giving you an effective representation. It's a fair representation. They stay within budget. And that if they're an hourly shop, that they don't load you up with non-necessary type of hours. So you need somebody that can basically look at all of these things and know that you're getting fairly charged. Then in the area of regulatory issues, what have you had problems with in the past? And have those been resolved, and by whom? And these things may also impact other areas such as insurance and other areas that I have asked questions about before. So in summary, your company may not have all of these issues or risks, but these are normally managed by an inside general counsel whose job it is to keep the company as free from the risks as possible and to keep the team informed, free from surprise. If you don't have an in-house general counsel, who's doing this risk analysis? In fact, when's the last time you had a risk analysis done? So for more information about this, please give us a call and we'll be happy to talk with you further about doing a risk analysis at your company and the services that we offer as part of our Outsourced General Counsel program. Please contact us at the phone number or the address listed below, and we'll be happy to set up a time we can talk. Thanks so much for listening. Take care.